Hi Aries, welcome to Tarot in the Dark. My name is Tori, and tonight we're going to take a look at this upcoming week. So the week of May 4th through the 11th, we're just going to see what Spirit has to say, get some advice for you, see who or what's coming in, whatever comes out. Okay, so for our Aries friends, what do you have for the week of May 4th through the 11th, Spirit? I'm feeling some tightness in my heart chakra. So maybe you've gone through a transition recently and you're trying to take a break. You may be trying to relax. You could be going on vacation. I just heard this too, but some of you could be trying to escape your emotions, okay? So you could be doing something to just get away from the burden of feeling the emotions, okay? Whatever that means for you. Could definitely be around love, but that's what I'm picking up right away. It's like you don't want to deal with the darkness of the emotions, maybe some pain that you felt around love. So you're just trying to get away. Like, let me just escape and get away, okay? Like finding an outlet is what it feels like to me. With Uranus here, with breakthrough, wow. So there's definitely a change taking place in your life. Pisces here could have to do with some lessons around a romantic situation that involves a Pisces. At the bottom of the deck, you have Earth with lessons, okay? So this, it could be a Pisces or an Earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. I am seeing the casket at the bottom of the deck, so someone could be leaving your life, but it feels like you have, okay, for Aries, let's do one more. Whoop. All right, we're going to take them just because they all fell out, okay? The bottom of the deck is hard work ahead. Yeah, so this makes me feel like there's been like a sudden change, an awakening. Could be an Aquarius too, just heads up. A sudden awakening or a change in regards to something that has been hidden, okay? This also could mean that there's hidden energies here that you are trying to avoid. Especially with that Pisces energy, sometimes Pisces escape, so just be aware of that. The dragon, beware of self-delusion. Okay, this does make me feel, it takes me back to that energy of trying to get away from like the emotions or from dealing with something that has suddenly changed with that Uranus energy. The staff here, you will be taken care of in difficult times. So Spirit is reminding you that although things may have changed drastically for you recently, you are going to be taken care of, okay? They reminded me of the story of Moses in the Bible where he took the staff and he used it to split and part the Red Sea. So just know that you have the ability and the power to affect and change your future. You may be being asked this week to kind of assess where your power is, if you're actually owning it, if you're escaping, anything like that. You want to just draw that energy back in and face this head on because you are going to be taken care of. A chain of events that will affect your life. That's that Uranus energy with that breakthrough. Now, one thing I want to bring up is that a breakthrough is I'm going to put these on this side. A breakthrough is about something beneficial happening, right? So it's like the tower, Uranus, like that tower energy. When a tower hits, it's only flipping things upside down that are not supposed to stay. So basically it's like taking a box that has little tiny holes in it. You tip it upside down and only the stuff that's supposed to come out will come out. Because if something is big enough to withstand that box, it's going to stay, if that makes any sense. It's not going to fall out. So if you put marbles in that box and some of them are smaller, there's like a bead in there or an ant or a fly or something like that. You shake it upside down, it's going to come out. I don't know why I'm using that example. You could have a nagging energy. This energy of the past, this energy of these emotions could be nagging you right now. Okay, could be kind of oppressive is how it feels like. Dang, why can't I just get away from this? I'm just trying to go and have fun and chill. I want to just do something that makes me feel good, because it could be that you're kind of sulking in the energy with the Pisces here. It could be sulking in the energy of regrets and sorrows from things that have taken place, okay? Also, too, there's just a little warning that just popped up to be aware of your addictive patterns and behaviors. If you have addictions, you want to try to address those so that they don't continue to pull you back into something that could be detrimental, okay? wind chimes here. This is peace and harmony. Yeah, it's like you're trying to find peace. You're trying to find peace. Advice from a friend, dog barking, so you could be hanging out with a friend, trying to get away with a friend. A bird perched, waiting for news, a package, or a letter. So you could be waiting on some type of communication from somebody. Maybe you're hoping that someone will reach out to you or communicate with you. It's like you're waiting on a delivery of something. Like, when this comes in, then I'll start digging into these emotions, or I will finish. You could be waiting for like a therapist to follow up with you or something like that. And then with the camel, preserve and you will overcome problems. So if you don't exert your energy on things that are addictive patterns and behaviors, then you will notice that you will easily overcome problems. Okay, so this does feel like, with the Queen of Swords, the Two of Cups, and Judgment, this does feel like there's a judgment call that had to be made in regards to someone. Someone could have done this to you too, made a judgment call and decided that they were going to step away and walk out of your life. There's an ask that you, look at the Six of Swords at the bottom of the deck, and then here we go, Aries, with your energy, King of Wands, moving forward, traveling. Yeah, definitely could be traveling this week. But with the Queen of Swords here, someone could have withdrawn their energy from you. And you could feel like that's because this judgment is also like Uranus energy. It's like an epiphany. It's like an awakening, like you're suddenly aware. So you could be seeing the big picture in regards to love, relationships, partnerships. You could also be feeling the effects of someone leaving your life, or they could be feeling the effects of you leaving their life. And it's like, dang, I guess I didn't see the bigger picture with the Queen of Swords here. You could have missed some opportunities to transform this relationship into something beautiful. And it's like you're having this sudden realization that, godly, or the other party is having this realization about you. Like, godly, if I would have just, done what I was supposed to do, then maybe that person wouldn't have walked away, or maybe I wouldn't have had to walk away. With the Seven of Wands at the bottom of the deck, you definitely feel like you had to stand your ground. So if you walked away from someone, you feel like you had to stand your ground because there was some type of instability here. There could have also been lying or deceit, deception with this Seven of Swords energy. Either way, someone felt, either you or the other party felt like this relationship was no longer providing them with reciprocity. It was no longer providing them with love. So this week, there's like a clarification in regards to seeing things clearly, seeing the mistakes, seeing the victories and successes of the situation with clarity. Okay, and if you aren't seeing that, that's the ask of you, is that you assess and evaluate your emotions this week. This definitely could have been a spouse with the Queen of Pentacles here, and you or them could have walked away. They could have transformed and matured and grew into someone different. Because look at this, the Queen of Swords with the Queen of Pentacles. This is like a transition. This is no longer the same person. Right? Maybe you changed and this person stayed the same and you decided to walk away. You're like, you know what? It also feels too like you wanted to like sneak away. Like, I'm going to just get out of here. Did I call you Scorpio? Because this is the Aries reading. I think I called you Aries. Okay, anyways. But this is very hard for you to do. It was hard for you to walk away. It was hard for the other person to walk away. But there's a realization that this was not beneficial to you based on this other person's identity. This is a flaw in identity, is how Spirit is showing me with Judgment and the Seven of Swords. There's a flaw in that person's identity, and you needed to be made aware of this. So this information could have been hidden from you, and this week is going to be revealed that there was a flaw in this person's identity, which affected their ability to be able to love you appropriately. And that's why there was a transition of walking away. A lot of people like to look at the Eight of Cups of like leaving things behind that no longer serve you. And I think that the Eight of Cups is representative of facing your fears head on and moving away from those things that have caused heartache and pain in the past, those things that were unfulfilling. These cups are they're not filled, so they're unfulfilling cups, and making a decision to choose yourself over the emotions. I think this is the card of walking away from someone that you love, someone you still care about, but choosing to say there's too much deception, lies, instability, not enough love and affection. There are no emotion cards here. No cups other than the Eight of Cups. Oh, and the Two of Cups. Yeah. So I guess this is like a, well, anyways, I was just saying that. Thank you, Spirit, that this was someone that you had to walk away from that you really love still. But it was, something was cold in this situation. This is especially here. There was something cold in this situation, and you decided to walk away, or the other party chose to, because it was cold. And that's this here. Someone could have been acting selfish, self-consumed. I'm seeing the Six of Wands energy. Could have been an arrogant party. Someone who felt like they should have been the center of attention rather than reciprocating to you. Nonetheless, it was a good decision to walk away from them, because it's going to bring you back into balance. Okay, it's going to bring you back into balance. All right, Aries, I hope that this resonates with you. If so, drop like a cup emoji. I don't know if we have those, but any type of cup, like a mug, any type of cup emoji, or just leave a comment. And don't forget to like and subscribe. And thank you so much for watching. Have a good week. Bye.